I'm going to be doing a director's commentary to my movie, Murder at the Hive. I'm recording it for YouTube right now, and I am live on TikTok and Instagram currently, so you can basically watch me anywhere you want. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely watch it. It's really funny. I promise. It's the funniest one that we've made, and I've made 5 of these improvised movies. I'm just going to watch the movie, and I'm going to say what happened in the movie and how we did it, and you guys can watch along. So I am starting the movie right now. Thank you for watching Murder at the Hive, an improv comedy film. Before we get into the movie,
So we've done 5 of these improv movies, but I always found that the hardest part for them is to communicate that it's improv. There's a lot of forgiveness with audiences when it's improv, and this attempt of me at the beginning of the movie is trying to communicate that idea to the audience. Because if you don't know the movie's improv, it's very weird. It's a very weird movie. But if you know it's improv, then it's really funny, and it makes sense. The script. This is the actual script. It was like 9 pages. 9 pages. Look, this is it right here. This is my director's script.
Max. Sometimes 3
Nothing.
because we were
It's like
laughing
nothing.
too hard, and we had to do it a 3rd time. But for the most part,
Yeah, we
all
did
of these
everything
are
in
done
just a
on
couple
my first
takes.
and 2nd take, I swear. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, just
I
a
will
couple
read them all.
takes.
I will read everything
Here we go.
that you write about it. I want to do more of these improv movies and bring them to theaters near you. Now, please enjoy your movie.
I'm going to turn this up so my live streamers can hear it. I have wanted this shot forever. I have wanted a picture of Walker to replace the MGM lion dog, or the lion's head with this roar. I wanted that forever, and I finally got it. And then, of course, it's for YouTube, so you have to do a disclaimer. You have to, say, don't play with guns, don't murder people, even though you think that that's, self-explanatory. It's not. It's not at all. Alan Baird is actually the one who made this opening intro for me, Murder at the Hive. It's very nice. It's very good cinematic feel, the little flicker. His music as well.
Welcome to Murder at the Hive, here at the Hive Collaborative. It's an improvised movie.
Remember what I said?
What's
We're trying to
improv, you
teach
say?
people that this is an
Improv is
improv
just
movie.
making it up on
This
the
is the
spot.
second
Kind of what
attempt
we've
at
done
that.
with
We
this
do it
movie is
twice in
there's
this
different
movie,
beats and
hoping
we've got-
it hits.
I forgot to zip.
That's improv. I'm a famous
I forgot to
director
zip.
who's trying to get back in the
I don't know why I
game,
did
and
that.
I've invited people to come do a play that I hope will take off.
Yeah,
Slight
world-renowned
backstory.
director,
Not
put
sure
on
how
a
that
play to
feels.
Get your career back
But
in line.
I was
It's not
like,
a good business
backstory
plan,
is
but
probably
it's
helpful, especially if you can do it in
And
a
I'm
quick,
playing
fun way.
Debage.
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 Uh-huh.
Debage.
Yeah, D-bag.
This is a
French.
running gag that I picked up from Mel Brooks in
D-E-E
the movie Young
B-A-G-G-E.
Frankenstein.
D-bag.
There it
Debag.
is.
Debage.
Oh, dang it!
And so, yeah,
From
it
Frau
would be
Brucker.
fun
Every
playing
time they did
D-bag.
that, the
This is
horse
the
neighed.
time.
At
Every
the
time
Hive
someone says
Collaborative, you're improv.
D-bag, someone's supposed to correct him and say Debage.
Can we just get started?
Were you just using the urinal?
Yeah.
Mariah's so
I read
funny.
the whole thing. Let's
Mariah's so funny.
There's not even a urinal. You use the plant.
Yeah.
That was some good improv on my part.
All right, action, Adam.
It's gonna be good.
And we
It's gonna be
fade
very
to let them
good.
know the movie's
Better be
happening
good.
now.
Because this is my last shot. God, I hope this is my wallet.
God, Adam's so
We're
smart.
gonna be okay. We're gonna
I
be
loved
okay.
Adam in
Everything's
this
gonna be
role
okay.
because he's just so smart with everything that he says.
ready?
Like as a writer, a script writer, like all that stuff. He's just there's a thought process behind his lines, and it definitely comes through in this.
We gotta get it. We gotta get it. We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming.
Now remember, for the most part, I just told all the actors their character name, their
Yeah.
job.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
all right, go, have fun, play in it,
Feeling good?
and they went with it.
Everybody here's feeling good, right? I'm feeling good.
Travis Hunter is the guy with the boom pole.
Sure you're feeling good?
So funny. I put so many funny people in this movie. You have no
spotlight
idea.
right here?
The guy in the red flannel,
fix
he's
that?
Hiram. He's also funny, not an actor.
I
Though.
want to look
He did me a
important, but not,
solid
like,
by getting all the
pretentious.
audio
Does
of the
that make
movie.
sense? I'm not seeing your eye contact in this.
This is
You
where
seem
we
to-
try to set the tone of the movie. Like this is
Are we
what
getting
you
both
were
of the
gonna
mics in the
expect
shot?
for the next
Good, 'cause I didn't
hour.
want them in the shot. I'm not
It's gonna
sure why
be
you're adjusting.
jumpy, choppy, all this
Where-
stuff.
And also, where's my
Goofy, very goofy. We don't want people to think we're taking ourselves serious. We want it to feel goofy, almost like a parody.
I told them their outfit.
Not quite a
I told
parody,
them my
but
information.
it's
That was
there.
probably too much. I
It's
sent them
there.
everything. I sent them the MapQuest directions.
We had to
I
show
sent
the
them-
hallway because I
I'm lost.
figured
Maybe I sent them my wallet.
getting establishing
I'm
shots
good.
for this was
The
hard.
spotlight
But
is still
like
wonky,
trying to
that's
show
okay.
they're on a
We
stage.
feel great.
It's like this is where people are gonna enter.
Okay. No.
spotlight.
No, cut that.
That
for
literally
sure.
just turned on randomly.
Spotlight,
We weren't
that's
expecting it, and it turned on, and he just like made it work. Mariah's entrance. I figured I had to put their name in the job title there to help kind of communicate if people didn't pick it up in the dialogue.
What is that? Hi.
I think it's like marketing stuff behind the scenes for the play.
So we have 2 boom mics going. So balancing the audio between the 2 was really helpful this time around for the movie.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Oh, thank you. What was your favorite?
Probably the fancy feet.
Fancy feet.
I mean, 'cause I
Little
love-
foreshadow.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh,
goodness.
the
Yes.
foreshadow.
I didn't recognize you
No,
at
Lena
first.
Leaf.
Yeah.
Lena
No,
Leaf.
obviously.
You look a lot different from your.
So all of these characters actually
Oh, yeah.
represent the 7 deadly sins. Adam was playing sloth. Lena's playing lust character. And he's envy.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, don't mind the camera.
I did a kind of like a music or different music for each of the characters to kind of get their vibe. It played out well at the end of the movie. In the beginning, it feels kind of forced, and you guys probably don't even notice it. I feel like it kind of helps with the story, though. I feel like the sound design is helping out.
The Attack of the Killer Crabs.
Collabs.
Yeah,
We just rolled with it. Didn't worry about the speech flub.
In the burrow.
Oh, you were like the other guy.
The other guy.
Kind of like the other guy, right?
The side character.
Yeah. Supporting,
Bryson's also so good. Bryson's so good. I'm not going to spoil anything yet. If you've already seen the movie, you already know.
Great work.
But Bryson's ending in this movie actually makes the most
Finally
sense.
know who you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks so much. I'm so
Their
excited.
interaction later in the movie is the best. But Bryson's ending,
Any way that maybe
just
I could
maybe
get like a little bit more
stage time.
Like eventually.
Oh, so cruel. We are so cruel to him the whole time. But Bryson's ending actually makes the most sense in the movie. We'll get to that.
How's it going?
Taylor's another super funny guy. He was in
It's like a marketing behind the
my
scenes.
very first improv movie. He agreed to do it. So was Mariah. Mariah was also in the very first one. And
Lean.
man, they're both so
Fancy
funny.
Come on,
Fancy
produced-
Feet.
produced
The movie,
my
right,
best
right.
playwright.
You weren't wearing the 3D glasses last
Taylor's
time.
got a very
Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Kermit Connors.
Kermit
What is
Connors.
it? Big fan, yeah.
Like the frog.
very
You know?
domineering
Yeah, for stand-up
attitude
sketches.
with all of his
Good.
characters. He likes being in charge, having the power. He doesn't play the submissive
You just put this on?
type of people that well. He's very good at domineering roles and taking control. Danya.
Why is this?
First movie I've done with Danya, but oh my gosh, she killed it.
Over where? Tell me where. Get out of my face.
I didn't even tell her to do that. Remember,
What?
I gave all of them
What does
their
this
character
Well,
names
just like
and
behind the
descriptions,
scenes type stuff.
and I
You can
said,
ignore
go
it.
with
Behind
it.
the
Have fun.
scenes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gulliver Gulliver.
Have fun with it. Do with
When was
it.
the last time you washed your hands?
Whatever.
I like that. I like that.
Good to meet Gulliver. This is Lena. This is Gonzo.
Hello.
Sorry.
Bartleby.
I'm gonna turn it down so my mic. I think my microphone was picking up
but
some of that
welcome. We're just
audio.
waiting on everybody else.
Was there assigned seating, or do I just pick one of these terribly made chairs?
Here.
Okay.
Surprisingly comfortable.
Surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, I would be
So remember,
surprised.
I gave them all descriptions, and they're improvising everything you're seeing right
What?
now.
No.
These
Okay,
character
we're just waiting for
interactions, I
everybody
just
else.
told Loss,
But-
just frame them up in a two-shot
Don't need anyone else.
and let them go. Just record it.
I love your energy.
Let them play.
And I love your shirt, actually. What is this? What is it? I
can make a story out of
early
anything.
2000s grunge sort
Early
of.
2000
Yeah.
grunge.
Yes,
Exactly what I was going for.
absolutely.
I love that. You're perceptive. I love that.
I love me too. I do. I love me too. What?
Go
Stop
over
trying to touch me.
Stop trying to touch me. Brittany was fun as a drunk. Brittany's another really funny actress. But she's actually done more serious stuff. I think she's great as a comedian for funny roles, but she also plays very serious things.
Any introduction for this?
I think she had more fun doing this than the other serious stuff.
I love that. I love that.
Our director.
So good to see. Oh,
Mr. Bartleby.
Her, one of her 7 deadly sins is
okay.
she plays gluttony. She's the gluttony one.
Mara,
Take a break from that.
good to see you
Finally
again.
running
Kermit
for
gets snubbed.
Oh.
No.
She's so cute, isn't she?
There's energy
Just how
there.
everyone did such a good job just snubbing
Mara, good to see you.
Bryson
I'm one
through
of
the
the
whole
main
movie was
actors
so
here.
good.
Oh, what was your name again?
Kermit, we've worked on a handful of films together.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm standing behind the camera right now, watching everything as it's going, and all the characters enter one at a time. I knew this was going to be the most boring part of the movie, was introducing everyone. So I wanted to keep it lively and chop it up, just to like help it feel like it's going, because it's 20 minutes of this, of just like exposition, which is important.
Paparazzi?
But you don't want to bore people. London. Diederik Dürfer, leading man, child. I was so happy that London agreed to do this. London's big on TikTok, and he's killing it on LinkedIn and Instagram with all of his marketing and brand deals right now.
Attack of the Clones 2. Attack of the Crafts.
He's coming off. When he did this, he was coming off of a 48-hour streaming
Why are there cameras?
It's
fest
just like marketing
or
from behind the scenes.
marathon.
Behind the scenes.
He
We all
was
know this
playing
is-
My agent
Fortnite for
didn't
48
tell me
hours
that.
before
I was
he
a little
came
caught
here.
off, but
But he looks good.
Fake
He's
diamonds.
rested,
Fake diamonds.
excited, looking like the pretentious
Good
jerk.
to be here. This is probably the smallest thing I've ever done. I didn't know you were working for Make-A-Wish. This is amazing. I'm happy to make an appearance.
Make a wish.
I know my wish just came true.
I know
I
my
think
wish
the
is
email
good.
just said like well wishes or something like
See,
that.
smart. Adam's smart. He knows how to tie it back.
I'm really
Mariah's
hoping
supporting there.
Who else are we waiting for?
All right, my entrance. Gotta say, acting and directing at the same time, super hard. I don't recommend it for anyone, because, man, every time I'm there, I just feel like the movie starts to suffer, but maybe I'm just
My mom said
hating
you should
myself.
look into those.
Shay is surprisingly funny. She needed way more lines in this movie. I wish she spoke out more, but she's the newest one in the group. She had worked with
Please
Adam
give applause
prior to
to,
this, and
one and only Mr.
maybe
Dubois.
Bryson a little bit,
That's
but
right. Could you, if you could
she's
clap.
brand
Shay.
new person in this thing, but her lines broke me. They're so funny.
I think he deserves it, right?
Yeah, can we give one clap?
I'm not gonna clap for a minute.
Not gonna clap for a man.
This is the man who invited all of us, I'm assuming Mr. D-Bag himself.
Excuse me? What did you call me?
What did you call me?
I am so sorry to assume. Mrs. D-Bag, everyone.
No,
Mrs.
I-
D-Bag.
I am a mister. But what did you call me?
Mr. D-Bag?
It's hard for me to play like the mean, angry character.
He doesn't accept
It's-
that term, and he was a loan shark in past years, so I would not.
My name is Debaj. Okay.
Lights
You gonna
flicker.
fix that?
That's a practical effect. We had
Sure.
the Hive Collaborative
D-Baj.
building person there.
That's right. It's
Davis,
Debaj.
I think his name was.
That's
He
actually a
was
very good question.
flickering
What
the
is-
lights for us.
What is this production?
What
We're
Sherlock?
so excited we've
This
all
is
been-
an inside joke.
There's
I
no
asked
female
Stefan,
lead in
who,
Sherlock.
with Denny, a Canadian,
don't
a
do
blonde and a
support
Canadian guy, they made
Oh.
this musical called Sherlock the Musical.
We only have
And that was the thing that was gathering
I think
everyone
all
together.
of you will be very pleased with the
Just
arrangement.
a
I've
quick
created
side
with
joke,
our
quick nod
director
to
here.
my buddy
We
who
are
made
going
this
to be putting
musical.
on Sherlock the Musical, and all of you will be playing the roles that you have: wardrobe, script writing to fix and keep us
See,
up
this
to
is
date
when I
at all
wanted
times.
to like.
Producer to do all the
I
grunt
wish I
work
had a
that
director
don't
to
wanna
tell
do.
me what to
Right,
do.
and I would just say I'm happy
To just
make
kinda,
our
like,
acquaintance
amp it up and
and
keep me
a
going.
Long-lasting relationship.
But I was worried about so many things.
How are you
Alright, that's
getting
enough.
paid? Sorry.
I like that question.
Yeah.
We actually didn't get to that part, which is the pay for this will actually be free.
Be free.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I believe you meant tax-free. The pay will be tax-free.
I don't do anything for free.
You'll all want to sit down for this if you want to keep your careers. That is.
What do you mean by that?
Really trying to pull off a smug
Everyone,
feel, but
please
it's
sit
weird.
down unless you want your
This
darkest
is a
secrets
classic thing.
revealed to the world.
Totally ripped this from Clue. Like,
I have
no ifs, ands, or buts. This is
All of you,
definitely
my
Clue
entire life
inspired
is
in
in
this
the
moment.
limelight.
Everyone
All of
getting
you have
blackmailed.
deep and dark secrets that you have done your best to keep
Blackmailing
from
people
the
to do
world.
stuff for free and do what you want.
And
I
if you
think that's a
wanna
good
keep them a
motive
secret,
for
you will
murder.
sit down,
Especially
you
if the
will hear me
secrets are
out, and you
dark
will do
enough,
this
like
play.
we're about to
Come on,
reveal
Peter.
here.
You're blackmailing us?
You're
Yeah.
blackmailing us? Yeah, I am.
Nothing to hide, but I will gladly sit and listen.
I will reluctantly
intently listen, simply because it's been a while since I've done a period piece.
Yeah. You're all
Period
going to do
piece.
this for free.
So all of the cutaways that you're about to
Yes,
see,
camera
the crew,
All of the camera crew. You are.
That's where I draw
paying the
line.
crew is important. It's true. Without a
No
crew,
movie without a crew.
There's no movie.
And there's no
Yeah.
play without me blackmailing you.
Well, there would be no play unless you're
Yeah.
doing hair.
it's actually
Sit down. Diedrich.
little truth in
it's
that,
okay.
but
We all
everyone
know
should get paid.
You're the star.
But we all team together to make this happen. But we only spent a day making this movie.
But unfortunately,
About 8 hours.
Juan Sherlock.
Yeah, so all the cutaways you're about
yeah,
to see,
we
I
will
got
be
them from
Sherlock.
story
That's-
blocks,
Wait a second. I need to hear this.
just to make it
We will.
just to
We'll
make
all hold
it
each other
better,
accountable to this
a little
as
more
well.
cutaways, so it's not
Diedrich,
just
you
me
are such
talking
a
the whole time.
star. However, you just couldn't take that stalker anymore. You couldn't just say, "Hey, leave me alone."
Hey,
But
leave me alone.
You would have
Who woulda?
framed them and sent them to jail.
Yeah.
They-
So
they
all
would be-
all these
they
cutaways
had
here,
4 kids.
story blocks,
What did you expect
just
me to
B-roll.
Oh, well, not frame an innocent
I think it
man
helped
for
to the
breaking
story
and
to
entering and
get
threatening your
chopped up
life.
and flow a little bit
Yeah.
more.
People need so much therapy. I love it.
Yeah. Broken home.
Dania's
I
laugh.
wouldn't laugh too much. Rhonda.
So
we
we
all
filmed
know
this at,
about
like,
your anger issue.
4K, I think, so that, and we
And,
exported at
security
1080p, so
video
we
of
didn't
Chuck E.
lose
Cheese's
quality.
wouldn't
But you can tell that
show
there's a
that
little bit of
either.
camera movements and punch-ins with stuff, and that's just like illustrating kids crying is so funny.
If I were to
For
release
the
it.
most
But if
ridiculous
I were
reason.
to
Not
release
like
it
in
to
real
some
life.
news
Oh my
station
gosh, that probably
of you
sounded terrible.
Destroying a children's party with a golf club.
Kids crying at a children's party being
terrible
destroyed by
color
her is
schemes.
funny, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
well, it's Chuck E. Cheese. It's supposed to. Oh, Gulliver. Gulliver.
I really
That's
forgot.
my name, Gulliver Gouldman, everybody.
Oh, what was I blackmailing
I
you
forgot.
for? Oh, money laundering.
I
That was it.
totally blanked on what it was I was blackmailing
We're
for, and
so
I remembered.
greedy. But
in that
because
moment.
I know your dark secret about running away from the mafia and taking their money,
I did a lot of
that you were
cutaways for
meant to
this one,
launder,
just because the
well,
lines
it
were a
would be
little
shame if
broken
we
up,
Found out where you
and I
were.
chopped out a lot of stuff I said.
Well, Mr. D, I think you'll find if you look back at Mr. Gulliver Gouldman's past, it's an impeccable, spotless slate. Never any hint of wrongdoing.
Oh, Bartleby. and
so many
Bartleby, if only
wrongdoings.
You didn't have a drug addiction. If only you didn't like
A
the
director
smell so
with
much.
a drug addiction,
Nose
I
candy?
think
Okay, I'm a director. It's practically part of the job
it
description.
is, and we call attention to
Not-
that at the end of
not
thing.
at
I
all.
feel like there's
Whatever
so
Mr.
many
D.
Hollywood directors that just do
Debauch.
drugs,
Debauch.
or even like
You know,
big
let's
time
make him
movie
pay,
execs.
In addition to the blackmail. Oh, and poor Lena.
Poor
Well,
Lena.
actually, not too poor. That YouTube channel of yours is.
I
really
literally
taking
made
off.
this YouTube channel.
Of course you didn't. No, you just film people's feet as they
Now
step
you
and
might be
squish on all
wondering
sorts of different
whose
things,
feet
huh?
this is that you're about to see right now. These are Mariah's feet.
I've done nothing
And
wrong.
everyone was in the
No, it's
room
not
when we
wrong.
were
It's
filming
weird,
this,
especially when you work
and
for
it
such a
was
big
the most
family company, huh?
uncomfortable,
They're not gonna be weirded
funny,
out by that, huh?
is
No, they
the
won't.
funniest
They're
thing that
just
we've
Yeah, 'cause-
ever
yeah, 'cause they're
There's
very
nothing wrong.
understanding
filmed.
of everything,
Like
right?
we
They
couldn't
don't
control it.
lean
If you
any
play the
particular
audio
direction.
back on the camera, the
They're very
scratch
open and
audio,
inclusive to everyone.
it's all of us just
That was the
cringing
scratch.
and
Keep up the good
laughing
work.
so
All right?
hard because it's
Oh,
so ridiculous. Her
Kermit.
using her feet
Kermit,
and
huh.
do all that
You know
stuff.
my name.
Yeah, you're so forgettable though.
This
Yeah,
blackmail
but that's good
for
for
Kermit
you because you're armed robbery.
very
down in
foreshadowing.
Texas. Oh, that was.
He's
that
the
was
only
rough.
one that like used a gun,
all in the
and it
past.
was like a
It'll stay
you
in
know
the
pretty
past.
serious
As long
thing.
as you do this
Doesn't
play.
feel as
That
comical
shouldn't
for
be hard
it.
because you'll do anything, right?
I'll do it. I'll
See,
do it.
The
that's the
serious
kind of
nature for it
attitude
makes
all
up
of you
for the
should
fact that he's so
I'll
goofy about it. He's
even
like, I'll
play
do
the
it.
old
Yeah,
Sherlock.
fine.
Oh, let's not get crazy. Keep it
Oh, you can
together.
play Sherlock.
All right.
No.
And our wonderful leading lady, Mara. Mara,
Nothing to say here.
you've really tried to
Mara.
clean up your act. I'll give you that. Checking in and out of rehab for your drinking
It was hard to
problems.
find
Proof of that.
a
Oh, there's a lot of
nondescript
proof of it,
woman's
yeah.
hand
The
drinking
most damning
alcohol.
portion of evidence that you have is when you kidnapped that small child and took him
Kidnapping. Yeah, hers was kidnapping. This feels really sad too. I feel like the last two blackmails
Oh,
were
don't worry.
really
She
serious,
returned her because
and I'm like backpedaling in the story to try and make it lighter.
Totally.
It's
It was
It?
a beautiful small child. I didn't know if it was a boy or a
What
girl.
year
Okay,
is
I'm
it?
being. Get this camera. Get this camera.
I wanted to mother
Mother
that
that
child.
child.
Okay, it looked lonely, looked like a little tiny little panda child, and I wanted to love it. Okay, stop yelling at me.
Yep.
All right.
So we're almost
The child
through
said
the most
her
boring
name is
part of the
Ashley,
movie,
and she took
but
it
it's
because she
important
was,
so that you
quote-unquote,
understand these
the
characters.
Cutest thing she's ever seen.
Cutest thing she's ever seen.
Panda child? That's racially insensitive.
And we have all the evidence right here.
Here's
Right
Shay.
here. Ruth is
When
so
Shay drops
graciously set
these
us up
lines,
with a
it took
lawyer
me.
that should
It took a
anything
couple
happen
times to do it because
to
it was
anything in
just
this place, should any of you
so
decide
funny.
to leave,
And even when
you
I
will be
finally got
notified
through
and
it,
release all
I'm
of this
still
information
laughing.
to the public.
So all of the information is on that
This was a
laptop?
good idea Dan you came
And if
up with.
Something happened to that
And
laptop,
Brittany
say,
came up with a
got damaged
clever idea
somehow,
to help
then you would
support
have
it.
No evidence for any
She's
of
just
it.
like, I'm gonna pull out the flask
Okay.
and dump it. But there was nothing ever in the flask.
All right, Ruth, why don't you just make a note? Okay, let's make sure we have enough alcohol for Mara.
Yeah, this is where
Can
I
just
break
say,
character a
I
lot
know you
because
all
of Shay.
think Mr. DeBage is a bad person, but if you would just let
This is
him
why my
hit
face
on
is
you
cut
a
out
little bit after
a little
hours,
bit.
you would find out he's a really
Yeah, you can
great
see me in the
guy.
bottom corner
Ruth,
there
let's not
holding
talk
it together.
anymore about that,
Ruth,
okay?
Okay, how old are you?
She's old enough.
Just blink twice if you're here against your will.
I will send this information. All right, listen, everyone.
I'm trying to
in
yell
charge
to
of this
keep my
play now,
character
okay?
together
And you're
without
all
losing it.
Little puppets, do with as I please. And you're gonna put on this play, and you're gonna make me
Millions of dollars from a play in it's such an outlandish concept and cliche camera swirling motion turning around. Last comes
The only
in.
way you are getting out of this play is over my dead body.
Lights out. Again, practical effects. Turn the lights out. Just a little cut.
Okay, I think someone killed D-Bag.
They could be faking it.
D-Bag, it's D-Bag.
There's a gun.
So this next part of the movie is just a lot of loud chaos, but it's funny, organized chaos. The whole group mind just goes together, except Mariah. Mariah just keeps on taking pictures of people's feet. Oh man. And Taylor robs me.
Okay, I'm checking if he's an organ donor.
He actually took my wallet for a little while. Like I didn't have my wallet for an hour or two. I was like, hey Taylor, can I have my wallet back?
At some point in time where there were a lifeguard or something to check.
He also stole my phone too. We didn't catch that, but that's what happens when you don't know what's
Stay
happening.
on schedule, people.
I told Dania to kick the floor by my crotch. I was so worried that she was gonna slip and actually nail me in the nuts. Whoa.
Vomit over there. Just
That's a good character choice. Getting ready to vomit every time you see a dead body.
That's it. I'm out. I gotta go to the store.
No, you can't leave. If you leave, we're gonna blame the murder on you, okay?
Boom.
We need to
Now
all
everyone
stick
has a
around and
reason
figure
that
out
they
who
have to
did
stay.
We might be able to get paid.
And Taylor just throws.
There might be a way we all get money for what we're doing here. If we cooperate,
Corroborate.
Mr. Barnaby.
I think if we figure out who the murderer is, and that person
No, never
gets
explore it
the
again.
comeuppance, the rest of us keep our mouths
I
shut,
love how he just
we can
pipes
work
in.
all right.
All right, everyone's on edge right now. They never pulled the crew in too much because the crew saw everything, and the crew is part of the story of being there.
Okay. All right. Passwords.
Passwords. Coming up with passwords for this was fun.
Dr. D666.
what? The page.
Had to have little sound effects to help show the password fail.
Chanel 2022.
Chanel 2022.
Your guys' passwords,
That's my
we want his password.
Give it here, girl.
That's good.
That line cracks my wife up every time. Not sure why. It is a funny line though. Give it here, girl.
Let's check his.
Fingerprints change when you die.
Finger. London has a lot of really good one-liners in here that are just so idiotic and so stupid, and that's one of the first ones. Fingerprints change when you die.
I don't know. I'm not a Mac guy.
His toe is covered in your feet fetish juice.
Feet fetish juice. What a fun word.
It's not working.
Email was sent.
An email has been sent to
You probably couldn't even notice, but there was a little email picture that popped up there on the screen that I just put there. This is my actual phone. And I changed Spencer's phone number to Dallin Sparks on it, but we never saw it. We never got that pickup shot.
All right, okay.
Mr. DeBage, do we have a code blue? I repeat.
Remember, we haven't cut. We're still rolling.
We've got Gulliver Gouldman. Mr. DeBage is disposed at the time.
Decomposed.
I need to talk to Mr. DeBage right now.
Oh, yeah, oh, he's coming in.
That's good. Good teamwork. Improv is all about good teamwork.
No toilet paper in there. This is oh, hello. This is Mr. D-Bag.
Oh, this is why you'll never be a real actor.
They're so, guys, just watching that makes me so happy. Like, they all worked together so hard to make something that cool.
He's eating, you know, he always be eating.
Daniel's face, guys, if you just watch all of their faces, they don't stop acting. Everyone is like 100% committed in this movie, no matter what.
We need to hide the bodies.
This, I felt a little bit bad about. Because I'm dead on the floor the whole time and I can't watch. I'm listening, so I know how to edit it and cut everything later to the story to make sure that we cover everything. I feel bad about this because I tell him, like, go ahead, just drag my body out. And I don't help him at all. I just play a limp dead fish. Shay gets picked up. There's one little thing here with Shay. I'm like, how come Shay doesn't look dead? And it's because she's picking her head up. She's not letting her head drag. But I didn't notice at first because I was dead. But it's okay. It didn't hurt the story. Good cutaway from the chaos. This is one of my favorite shots. I have a lot of favorite shots, but I love this shot because, again, it's like a nod to Mel Brooks, who's like one of my filmmaker heroes, of just like kind of like establishing this big wide shot and letting your actors play inside of it. Camera doesn't move. This is our God cam, is what I call it. The camera that just sees everything that's happening. And we just leave it there and we let it play, and Travis is getting like pseudo audio of everything as we're going. We cut back to this wide shot again. And I just let it go. It's
I think we slide in here. I think we slide.
Roll and slide.
This is once again when I feel bad because I don't help him at all. I play a limp dead fish. And Travis just standing there getting audio, not helping. And there's the other boom mic poking out. I'm still not helping him. Still not helping him.
He's going. He's going. Oh, look up.
Still not helping. Except about right there, that's kind of where I helped a little, just to like catch myself so I don't smack my face on the concrete there. London was so tired. Ugh. Now, if you notice, I play a dead body with my eyes open.
On me.
We need to make it look like
I learned that trick at Comedy Sports. If you play the dead body with the eyes open and look right at the audience, it's so funny. I think it's also funny. Just eyes open, just staring dead.
He's just sleeping.
They try to close it. So in this one, I told them frame the bodies, make it look like murder, suicide, try to figure out a story, just argue with each other. Try to come up with a good reason why her and I might both be dead.
Well, he shot her because she put the plant there.
She put the plate there and she didn't like it. I don't know why Adam turned me around. I think he was just trying to find an idea of like, yeah, this works. Not a real gun, by the way. This is not a real gun. It's a prop gun. You should never play with guns. All right? Don't play with guns.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That's semen.
This line from Brittany. This is the only part of the movie that I feel is the. I'll be on him again. Travis one-liners. If you haven't watched the movie, you need to watch the movie. It's so funny. Adam broke there.
Privacy so he can, the man can
At
paint.
least his DNA would be on him and not.
All supervised.
I don't think.
Adam wants to supervise. He's breaking again, trying to keep it together. Mariah just taking pictures. Okay. Well, I don't know where that cut out at. So, I am going to end my director's commentary. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Please go watch the movie if you haven't watched it yet. Have a good day.